Hey football fans, and welcome to Transfermarkt TV. The transfer window is closed. All deals are done. My name's Trevor Evans.
My name is Casper Pop, and we've got some amazing news for you. And first of all, we're going to be starting with the triple winner Bayern Munich, who just signed Cameroon international Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting on a one-year contract. The Hamburg-born striker, 31, was a free agent after his contract expired as Paris Saint-Germain last month. Brazil winger Douglas Costa, 30, has also rejoined Bayern from Juventus on a season-long loan deal. And as well, we got Bouna Sarr, who just came from Marseille to joining the Bavarians. The 28-year-old joins the Bavarians for 4 years. And we got Michael Cousins is leaving Bayern the other way around. He's going to Marseille on a loan deal and with a 10 million euros to make it a permanent deal for the Marseille.
And not done there, we have more news, this time over in Italy, where Justin Kluivert, son of Patrick, the Netherlands international goal-scoring god, has moved from AS Roma to RB Leipzig on a season-long loan deal. There's a €1 million fee with the option to buy. The 21-year-old winger scored 9 and assisted 10 in 68 games during his time in Italy.
And as well, Roma have signed Manchester United defender Chris Smalling on a 3-year deal worth 50 million euros, rising to 20 million euros with add-ons. The Italian FA processed the paperwork on the deal with 1 minute to spare before the transfer deadline in Italy. So, that was Smalling leaving United, going to Roma, and we got some more news from United and new signings from them. And first of all, we got Alex Telles, the left back from Brazil, who just came from Porto. Telles has a 4-year contract with the option on a further year. The 27-year-old, who has 1 cap for his country, moves to Old Trafford for a fee of 15 million euros plus 2 million euros in add-ons.
Not done there, Manchester United were busy. They've signed Edinson Cavani from Paris Saint-Germain after he left on a free transfer. He has not played since March after he refused to extend his contract beyond the June to take part in the Champions League games. The Uruguayan international is 33 years old and signs until 2024 on a $220,000 per week contract. Manchester United have also invested in the future. Amad Diallo Traore from Atlanta has been snapped up for a cool sum of 21 million euros, rising to 41. The Ivory Coast 18-year-old played 3 games and scored 1 during his time at Atalanta. Lots of action at Old Trafford. A little bit of what fans expected, but missing some big names there, Casper.
Yeah, it's like definitely Jadon Sancho is missing. For me, that would have been like a really crazy deal.
Dembele as well. United fans were expectant. But
yeah,
they got some names over the line, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Still pretty good. I think it's going to be interesting how the squad will perform in the upcoming season.
Poorly, I hope.
Definitely. We'll see that. And we got some news from the Everton. They have just signed defender Ben Godfrey from Norwich City and a 27.5 million deal. Godfrey, who's 22, joins the Toffees on a 5-year contract. He's Everton's 5th signing of this summer.
On his way out of Goodison Park is Theo Walcott, who has returned to his boyhood club of Southampton on a season-long loan. Everton are paying 50% of his salary, and it's 15 years ago that he left Southampton for Arsenal as a 16-year-old. Arsenal got their man. They wanted Thomas Partey. They were holding firm until the very last minute, where they buckled and paid the 50 million euro release clause to La Liga, completely bypassing Atletico Madrid. Going in the other direction, Lucas Torreira has moved to Atletico Madrid on loan for the rest of the season. It was planned to include him as part of a deal to reduce that 50 million euro fee, but as mentioned previously, Arsenal broke and they got their man and Atletico got their man.
Arsenal midfielder Matteo Guendouzi has joined Bundesliga side Hertha Berlin on loan for the rest of the season. The 21-year-old has not played for the Gunners since a 2-1 defeat by Brighton in June, during which he was involved in a fracas with Neil Maupay.
So 2 out, 1 in for Arsenal's central midfield. They really wanted Thomas Partey. They got him.
They're pretty lucky. pretty lucky that I got on the deal.
Well, not luck, they paid the money.
Yeah.
There's no luck, they had the money, they paid it.
But they went in for all, so they got.
Also controversial, they just sacked their club mascot, Gunnosaurus.
Yes.
Which is pretty sad, and then they splashed 50 million on a midfielder. So
yeah, that's pretty much. But I think Guendouzi might be really happy that he could leave the club now and might get some playing time back.
Hopefully so. He's a good player, but a bit of an attitude problem.
Yeah.
But that's football.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's how it works. And on to another central midfielder. And Ruben Loftus-Cheek has moved from Chelsea on his way to Fulham, where he's going to be getting some game time. Another player in search of that. The 24-year-old England international has a market value of 24 million euros, and when he plays, can perform and score goals. Another central midfielder on his way out of Chelsea, this time to Napoli, is Bakayoko. It's a season-long loan with no option to buy included. It's his third successive loan spell for the 26-year-old France international. 23-year-old right-winger of Brazilian descent, Rafinha, has joined Leeds United for 17 million euros from Rennes. He's Leeds' 13th signing of this summer, where they spent a total of 113 million euros.
Rennes have completed the signing of Jeremy Doku from Anderlecht, breaking Liverpool's bid to sign the Belgian wonderkid. Doku had 2 years left on his deal with Anderlecht and had emerged as a solid Liverpool target. It was claimed the Reds considered making the 18-year-old Anderlecht's club record sale. However, after the signing of Diogo Jota, Liverpool's interest was shelved. And we're staying in Italy. According to Sky Sport Italia, Juventus fullback Machi De Sciglio has joined Lyon, which creates room for Federico Chiesa. The former Milan defender has long been on the exit list, but could never agree terms for a transfer. It's reported that De Sciglio will join Olympique Lyonnais on loan, with the French club covering his salary.
Speaking of which, Federico Chiesa, the son of Italian legend and former Gigi Buffon teammate Enrico, has joined Juventus from Fiorentina on a 2-year loan deal. 2 million for the first year, 8 million for the second, with a 40 million euro obligation to buy. He's an exciting young prospect, and he played 153, scoring 34 and assisting 25 for Fiorentina.
Ligue 1 side Paris Saint-Germain have announced the arrival of 29-year-old defensive midfielder Danilo Pereira from FC Porto for loan with an option to buy that RMC believes is actually 16 million euros, with an obligation and initial 4 million loan fee. Danilo will wear the number 15 shirt for the Parisiens.
Also on his way to Paris Saint-Germain is Rafinha, with an F, who's leaving Barcelona on a free transfer. His contract runs until 2023, but Barcelona will claim 35% of any future transfer fee as part of the deal. We're going at breakneck speed here, guys. Lots and lots of deals. We'll hope you're keeping up. I, for one, on track. So, we're sticking with Barcelona, and another player to see the exit door was youngster Torpedo, who moved on loan to Benfica with the option to buy. It's a 2 million euro loan fee, and the 20-year-old centre-back, who recently recovered from COVID-19, wants more game time. Davy Klaassen has moved to Ajax. He's returning home from Werder Bremen, who did not want to sell. He's one of their star performers last year, and it's a 40 million euro fee, basically. 81 games, 16 goals. You can understand why they were reluctant to sell.
And we're still in the Bundesliga. Shortly before the close of the transfer window, TSG Hoffenheim have signed 20-year-old Ryan Sessegnon from Premier League club Tottenham Hotspur. The England U21 international joins the club on loan until the 30th of June 2021. And another loan deal. Wolverhampton confirmed the departure of Ruben Vinagre to Olympiacos on a season-long loan. The Greek Giants have an option to buy the Portuguese defender on a permanent basis next summer, with the Express and Star revealing that his clause is worth 24 million euros. Watford have confirmed that Gerard Deulofeu has joined Udinese on a loan for the season. The Spanish winger quickly became a fan favourite at Vicarage Road following his arrival from Barcelona in January 2018. Whether or not he returns to Watford is likely to depend on their fortunes in the Championship.
That concludes the transfer window deadline, guys, but bear in mind, it ran on a bit longer this time due to the coronavirus and the break in the situation.
Yeah.
Lots of loans, lots of free deals, some big money signings, but maybe a bit more expected due to the financial crisis. But I don't think it played too big a role.
It's like I don't know. It's like a lot of spendings.
Running
Really.
deals with options to buy, so
Yes,
they'll have
yes.
cash in the future when the fans return. But we did pick our top 3, and we're going to lead in with the obvious. James Rodriguez has made a big impact at Goodison Park since his free transfer from Real Madrid. He's been scoring, he's been assisting, he's been improving the performance of the players around him too. Having that world-class calibre around you is going to make you improve your game, as demonstrated by Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's currently on 8 goals, I think it is, in 6 games.
Yeah.
And
Just pushed it all. Just pushed the whole team.
he's
can't they?
just driven the team, like having that presence around you. And next up, second pick is Emiliano Martinez. The Argentinian goalkeeper has been sensational for Aston Villa, keeping clean sheets, keeping his team in the game. It's
just been an amazing performance in the last few matches.
his chance,
Definitely,
he's grabbing hold of it with both hands, and it's great to see.
Thanks, Kate.
And last up, we chose
Gareth Bale.
obvious.
Yeah,
I know,
obvious.
but I just can't wait to see him in action again. I want to see him not on the golf course. I want to see him playing and scoring goals.
Scoring goals, and it's gonna definitely be good. It's a good choice by him to go back to the Spurs.
I'd rather see him at a different team that begins with T. But you know, we can't quite afford him. So
too bad. But yeah, I think he might be a lot happier being on the pitch again and be playing.
When he gets match fit, he's definitely going to make a big impact this season. That is for sure.
I bet.
So as with all stories, there's deals that completed.
Yeah.
That didn't quite go over the line for whatever reason. Failed medicals, transfer fees. And we're going to have a quick look at those that were expected and that were ongoing back and forth, but didn't quite happen. So top of our list, Casper, what we've got?
On top of the list, we got Depay. Barcelona wanted him from Lyon, but it didn't quite make it. I think the main problem was the fee that were too high for this young player.
Barcelona got no money, basically.
Yeah. They're pretty rough at the moment.
Up next, Dembele is staying at Barcelona. The interest from Manchester United wasn't strong enough to take him away on a loan deal with the option to buy later on. So he will be at Camp Nou next season, and hopefully he'll get some game time and show some of his quality that he's demonstrated in his past. And another one, Rashica is staying at Werder Bremen. He was connected with a lot of clubs. Aston Villa fell through. Leverkusen on the final day. It was even reported he was in Leverkusen, but that didn't happen either. And the long-running rumours regarding Koulibaly from Napoli to Manchester City and other Premier League clubs failed to materialise as well. He will be staying in Italy, Serie A, for at least until January.
And that's enough of the done deals, and we got the highest spendings for this summer transfer window, and we got a little graphic for you for the top 11 players. Edouard Mendy for Chelsea, and the new goalkeeper of the Lions. And then we got Nathan Ake joining Man City, the centre-back, and Ruben Diaz as well joining Man City. And then we got Ben Chilwell, another player who joined Chelsea on this expansive summer spree that Chelsea just did, and Achraf Hakimi, who joined Inter Milan for 14 million euros.
In the centre of the park, a little bit of a swapperoo going on between Juventus and Barcelona. Pjanic and Arta swapping Juventus and Barcelona between themselves there.
And on the left side, we got Leroy Sané, who just joined from Man City to Bayern Munich for 45 million euros.
A couple more for Chelsea. Timo Werner outright for a massive 53 million euros, doubled up with Kai Havertz of Chelsea for 80 million from Leverkusen.
And then up front, we got Victor Osimhen, who just joined Napoli in the last season for 70 million euros. That's a total spending of 607.5 million euros.
And these are the guys that made up the most of it. Pjanic, Ruben Dias, Osimhen, Arta and Havertz. Some big names, some big players with lots of expectation with those hefty price tags. Some big improvements taking place across some big teams there, and it'll be interesting to see how they slot in and if they make an immediate impact.
Yeah, we've got some really big names here and a lot of money spent.
A lot of talent. And Man City signing a couple of centre-backs as you needed, right? So
it's like it's a crazy, crazy, crazy time.
And let's compare that to the last 5 deadlines. And this is on deadline day, remember, where the biggest transfers have taken place. So Martial, for 60 million euros, he's still trying to prove that. David Luiz, he's been back and forth. He's a crazy boy. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to Liverpool, a bit injured at the moment, but still making an impact on the team.
Oh yeah, he might do. Yeah, I think he's one of the best players there, and he raised his value by up to 60 million or something like that.
Oof, I don't know about that. But Moussa Dembele moved from Celtic to Lyon, and Alex Iwobi a little bit on the outskirts, especially with the improvements that Everton made to their squad this summer. He's not going to be getting much game time going forward, I don't believe.
Not yet. We'll see what will happen in the next season, probably. And now we're coming back to Bayern Munich, the team that we've been starting with. And we're coming to Robert Lewandowski, who scored 4 goals. And it was the 4th time in his career that he scored at least 4 goals in one game. Against Madrid, Wolfsburg, Belgrade, and now against Hertha BSC. And that's it. Fuck it. Again, sorry. That's been a lot of goals this weekend, but not only in the Bundesliga, in the Premier League as well.
Premier League too, specifically on Sunday. So let's jump to Villa Park. Aston Villa knocking 7 past Premier League champions Liverpool, who had such a tight defence last year. Did you catch the game?
I did catch the game. Yeah, it was crazy. I saw Ollie Watkins making it's just his first hat trick for the Villa.
I think it's his first Premier League goals, and then he goes and scores 3 in the first half. Absolute madness. And then amazing. Some of the goals were a little bit crazy, but it's the highest number of goals that Liverpool have conceded against Aston Villa in their history, which is mad.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. That's pretty bad. And as well, another top match, or another top team who just lost against the Spurs was Man United with a 6-1 loss. That was pretty harsh. Was that?
Yeah, I didn't catch that game, but I'm sure they deserved it.
Heung-min Son was really, really good. He had a brace as well as Harry Kane. The whole team was performing really, really well.
I'm sure United will start to click soon.
Oh yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe Sancho is really missing.
Or defensive.
And another top team that just lost was Man City, which made me pretty miserable against Leicester.
The more goals, the better. As a neutral Premier League fan, bring it on. More goals. Show me football.
That should be football, yeah. All right, so thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Like, comment, share,
subscribe.
Ask questions. Who should you have signed? Give us your love. Give us some feedback.
Yeah.
Who should you sign instead of who you got? That's what we want to know.
All right, so have a nice week. See you on Friday. I'll be joining you with some news over then.
See you on Friday. Take it easy, guys.
Bye-bye.